Achine Yedua Delo Kol Neshama Miskala Beguf. Now it's known that not the entire soul is revealed in the body, Rak Ha'ara Mimena, only a glimmer from it, Ve'ikra Neshama Hi Bechinas Makif, and the main concept of the soul is encompassing. Ve'im Kein Zeh Shamarnum in Yisrael Alu B'Machshava De'ak. So if so, this that we said about Israel, that came up in thought in Adam Kadmon, Zeo Mitzad Shoresh Mekora Neshama, that refers to the source and root of the soul. Aval Neshama Melubeshes Beguf, but the soul as it descends in the body, He Yarada Biridas Hamadregos, it descended in going down the levels, V'nasis Bria Yesh Me'ayin, and becomes a creation, something from nothing. Ukamaimer atavarasa atayatzarta atanafachta be, like the statement we say that you created it, you formed it, and you blew it in me. Kadesh iskalabaha aramishosho mikora, and in order to reveal into it a glimmer of its root and its source, that's through prayer, that's called the ladder, mutzav arza, verosho magia shemaima, that's planted on the earth, and its head reaches towards the heavens. And that's prayer from the language of attachment, that is the tying and cleaving of the soul to its root, that this is the concept of that the spirit returns to Elokim Hashem Asana. Look over there in those memorim. And that's the concept of 3 prayers every day. Tefillah Melashon Hatofel Mstama, the language of attachment. Neged Gimel Avos, corresponding with the 3 forefathers, Shem Bechinas Be'ever Hanahar Yashvu Avoseichim, which is the concept of that your forefathers sat on the other side of the river, Torei Chashocha, the mountains of darkness. Umizeh Yuven Maimer Hatanchuma, that the meaning to say that we're going back up to our source, back up to the Avos in prayer. Mizeh Yuven Maimer Hatanchuma Shatfilos B'Makom Bikurim, and with this we can understand the statement of the Tanchuma that the prayers are in the place of Bikurim, that we can't give a Bikurim, but we can still give prayers the first of the day. Shechein inyan pirush Bikurim umitzad shoresh umekor neshama, that's the concept of Bikurim. It's the root and source of the soul. Kana, like we explained, that this is like the idea of a fig in its first sprouting. I saw your forefathers, only that the souls are a concept of a light that's planted to the tzaddik. Like it says, and I will plant you in the earth, on the land. So even though like we're bikurim, but we're also sown, the souls are sown in the earth by coming down here. Ve'inyin zriyazu hainu shenimshechu bebechinas ibur b'malchus. And this concept of this pregnancy of this sowing is like the concept of the pregnancy of the soul in Malchus. In order to descend down into a body and an animalistic soul, and to purify the Shemban and so forth, the concept of Biruranitzuzos. And on this it says that the earth will give its produce, and the tree of the field will give its fruit. Perush itin piryo. What does it mean to give its fruit? Hainu iskalus shoresh mekor haneshamos. That is to reveal the root and source of the souls. Shemibechinas akhulu, that comes from ak. So the souls come down here, but we want to reveal their source above in the machshava kduma, and ak, the concept of their bikurim. Vayin mashikozim inyin hayirida tzorech aliyah b'dibur hamaschil es Shabbos society shemuru. And look what it says about the concept of descent for the purpose of elevation, and the Mamar that you should keep my Shabbos is umashikasu b'dibur hamaschil elamase b'nyin ve'elamase him l'mutzayhem. This that it says about their journeys from their goings out, meaning from their source, the shoresh of the neshama, the descent and the journeys of the soul. And also Shabbos, you have the weekdays, and Shabbos, the descent and an elevation. V'zeu in mitzvahs halas habikurim b'chinas reishis tfuaso liyerushalayim. And this is the concept of the bringing up the bikurim, the first of the produce to Yerushalayim, v'nichol lifnei hamizbeach hulu, and to place it in front of the mizbeach. It's an elevation back to its source. Al derech Michael makriv nishmusein shel tzadikim al gabe hamizbeach, like the idea of how Michael offers up the souls of tzaddikim on the altar, dahainu lishtaba begufa, that is to cleave to the body of the king, so to speak, going back up to the source. B'kach ubasa el hakohen. Similarly, you should come to the kohen with the bikurim, just like Michal Kanaraba. Shishor shomer b'chinas rav chesed v'rav chesed, that the kohen is rooted in rav chesed and keser. That's what it means, bringing it to the kohen. And through this you will elevate and tie the soul in its root and source, shubechinas bikurim kanal, which is this idea of the first fruits. And just as I have written, the Tzemach Tzedek says, so too I found in Magid Misharim to the Beis Yosef in the beginning of Parshas Savo. And this is what he says: Vaha shadruni l'ulfalach, that the Magid says to the Beis Yosef that they sent me to teach you Raza de Parshas da, the secret of this Parsha, Kadisha, the holy secret, Raza de Bikurim, Yichud de Knesset Yisrael bebina, that the secret of Bikurim is the union of Knesset Yisrael in Bina. The Habina Bikurim, the Mina Maschil Iskala, Shifa Kadisha Bolam Habinyan. That Bina is Bikurim, that from it starts to reveal the holy flow into the world of the building, the concept of the creation. That's the Bikurim, is revelation into the world into the world. Uknesses Yisrael Bikurim, and the souls of Israel are Bikurim. Dimina as yashif al almin chulo, and the souls of Israel are the first fruits, that from them comes the flow to the worlds. Ad kan l'shono, that's the end of the quote. So the Bina is Bikurim. So it's a union of Knesset Yisrael and Bina, that both of them are called Bikurim, that Bina is the beginning of the flow, and the flow comes through the Knesset Yisrael to the worlds. And that's because Malchus is called the higher Shechina in this context. Shebebechinas makif, and that's because the higher Shekhinah is the root and the source of the root of the souls, in an encompassing concept, as the souls encompass. That's the concept of the Shekhinah law. And the lower Shekhinah, that's the source and the root of the soul as it's enclosed in the body. Look what it's brought in Kiseitze about in his image, in the image of Elokim, the two concepts of the likeness of above, which Mistama refers to these two levels as well of the Shekhinah Elah and Tata, and as it represents the Shoresh of the Neshama above and below. Parshas Noach Dafnun Tes Sof Amud Beis B'Tosefta Lama Noach Terizim Nichulu. Now look what's brought in Zohar Noach. In the Tosefta it says, why does it say Noach twice? Be Zohar Harakia Sham. V'im kein Yechuda de Knesset Yisrael bebina Zeu Inyan Histavkus HaNefesh B'Shorsho Mekora. And if so, the union of Knesset Yisrael in Binah, that's the concept of the soul cleaving to its root and source. And that's like the concept of lift up the head of all the congregation of the sons of Israel, meaning the head, meaning the source lifted up. To their skulls, Shula Hagbiosa, Lebechinas Golgalta, that's to lift it up. To the concept of the skull, Shuhu Aratzon V'Ahavarabba Shalamayla Mahaseichel, that's the concept of will and great love. That's beyond intellect, Hamusa Shalamayla Mahaseichel Musag, which is higher than grasped intellect. Vubechinas Keser, and that's the concept of the crown. Ubina Hi Keser de Ziranpin. And Bina is the crown of Zah. So going up to Bina is also a concept of going up to the crown. It's a similar idea. And this is what it says in Likutei Torah. Mitzvah sabikurim ugam kin chazaras oros le'mistam Likutei Torah of the Arizal. It says mitzvah sabikurim ugam kin chazaras oros anukva lechesed shu kohen chulvad kan l'shono, that the mitzvah of bikurim is also elevating the lights of the feminine to the concept of kindness, which is the kohen. You bring it to the Kohen. And certainly his intention was to say, Kohen, that through the Kohen is going to go up to Bina, that the Kohen is going to lift it up further. That even though you bring it to Chesed, the Kohen, but the Kohen is going to lift it up to Bina. Just like the Magid the Beis Yosef said to the Magid said to the Beis Yosef, so too with the concept of Yom Kippur, it's the union of Knesset Yisrael in Bina. B'Zohar Emor Daf Kuf Amud Beis V'gam Yishlomar. And we can further say Lo Bina Levad, that's not only to Bina alone, Ela Al Derech Aliyos Malchus Yom Kippurim LeBina, but similar to the concept of the elevations of Malchus on Yom Kippur to Bina. Shemisale Gam Kinal Yedei HaBina LaAtik Chulu, that there it's also not just to Bina, but it's elevated through Bina to Atik, as is known in the Kavanos of the of Vaya Hu Elokim and Shema Yisrael and so forth. Like it's brought in Zohar, Al Pasuk Abikurim, when it says on the day of the Bikurim, the Kayal Chag HaShavuos, that refers to the holiday of Shavuos, Shabo Nimshach HaKeser Lezah, that there you have the 50th day, the 50 gates of Bina, but there it's also referring to the drawing down the crown to Ziran, Bin Mitiferes de Ima, from Tiferes of Ima, in the Kavanos of Chag HaShavuos. V'alav Nimshach Or Ma'arichan Bin, and onto this Keser of Zah from Tiferes of Ima is also drawn the light of Arichan Pin as well. So it's not just Bina. And then is drawn the crown from Tiferes of Arich, Shebesochu Yisod Atik, that inside of that is Yisod of Atik. Al Kein Nikra Yom HaBikurim. That's why Shavuos is called the day of Bikurim. Shekol Gimel Rishonos Hanikra Buchrin Iloin Mashpim Bo. That all the first three levels that are called the supernal firstborns give flow into it, into Zah, from Tiferes Avima and from Tiferes Avatik and Avarich and Yisod Avatik. Kein Bir Haramaz Sham. That's what the Ramaz explains there. Hare de Perush Yom HaBikurim Zeu Mashem Meir Bezer Anpin Gama Arich Anpin. So that's what it means. The day of Bikurim is that shines into Zah, also from Arich and Atik. Megama Arich Anpin Vatik Yomin Vainu Al Yedei Habina, and that's through Bina. Like we're saying here, that Bikurim is Bina. Like it says, the crown that his mother gave him. In his book on Mishnayos, which is called The Treasure of the Rich Man, Reish Mesechet Bikurim, the beginning of Bikurim. That's what he says. Bikurim Yeshba Gimel Parakim. That Bikurim has 3 chapters, Keneged Gimel Avos, that correspond with the 3 forefathers, Dichsiv Behu, Ki Bikura B'teina B'reishisa. Like it says, like a fig in its first sprouting. Ve'o Bezoar Pinchas, Tagimel Rishonos, Nikraim Bikurim Ilayin Ad Kalashono. And further, that in Zohar Pinchas, the first 3 levels are called the supernal Bikurim. Hare HaBikurim Him Kol HaGimel Rishonos. So the Bikurim are the first 3 levels, Keser Chachma Bina. Im Kein Yishlomar. If so, we can say, She'inyin Habavas HaBikurim LaKohen. That bringing the Bikurim to the Kohen, Shal Yidei HaKohen Ish Chesed, Hu Aliyas Knesset Yisrael HaGimel Rishonos. That through the Kohen, who's the man of kindness, is the elevation of the souls of Israel to the first 3 levels. Kenyan Se'u Chulu L'Gulgulosim Kanal, like we said with the concept of lift up the heads of Israel to their skulls, meaning to say to the Gimel Rishonos. In Keser, V'efshar Lomar Bikurim Lashon Rabim, and we can say the Bikurim is in plural. It doesn't mean just one, but Lashon Rabim Him Shnei Aksarim, that refers to the 2 crowns, Shenim Shechu B'Shvuos, that are drawn down on the holiday of Shavuos, which is Chag HaBikurim, Aleph Echad Keneged Nasa, Ve'echad Keneged Nishma, one corresponding with we will do, and one corresponding with we will listen. Hainu Al Yedei Shuhu B'china Tachtona Shebamaitziel, that is through that it is the lower concept of the emanator. Hainu Atik Yamin. So what are these 2 crowns? Atik Yamin Shu B'china Tachtona Shebamaitziel. That Atik Yamin is the concept of the lower level in the emanator of Arich Anpin Shoresh Anet Salim Chulu, and Arich Anpin in Keser is the root of the emanated. So those are the 2 crowns, the 2 Bikurim. And in the soul we can say Shem Beis HaMakifim Lamed Mem Detzelem Chulu. They correspond with the 2 encompassing ideas, which are the Lamed and the Mem of Tzelem. The lower makif and the higher makif. Shebechinas ha'or pnimi de neshamat tzadik tzelem, that the concept of the inner light of the soul is the tzadik of tzelem, mistabik umiskasha b'shnei makifim shelo, is attached and tied to its 2 encompassing lights. And now the prayers are in the place of bikurim, like we said that the bikurim correspond with the avos, and the prayers are also correspond with the avos, and it's a concept of tefillah is a concept of attachment, just like bikurim is lifted up to the kohen and goes up to bina and up to keser, so to the tefillos go up to the avos as well. So just like the bikurim go up to the 3 rishonos, or to the Ever HaNahar Yashvu V'Seich, which is the union of the avos, so to the tefillos, like he said here. Ulechem yikadmu bikurim l'truma, and that's why bikurim comes before truma. He asik haTorah, which is the concept of involvement in Torah, like he brought before. Mem Truma and Remimea and so forth. Aleph Chachma, Aleph Chabina, the two Chachma and Chachma Tata, or Torah Shebechsav and Torah Shebal Peh, the concept of Truma. Like Abba Binyamin said that my prayer needs to be right next to my bed before Torah. Ketzer Iker Haneshama Himakif. So the main concept of the soul is encompassing Ubeguf Ein Melu B'Shrak Ha'ara, and in the soul is only enclosed the glimmer Vistabkus B'Shosha, and it's cleaving to its root. Zeu al Yedei HaTfilah, that's through prayer. Zeu Gam Kin Inyan HaBikurim, and it's also the concept of Bikurim. Ki Pri Ha'ilan Heim HaNeshamos, because the fruits of the tree are the souls. Bechinas Havas Bikurim, and the concept of bringing the Bikurim. Zeu al Yasan, that's the elevation of the souls. Lishtava Begufa de Malka, to cleave to the body of the king. Valderach Seu Egulgulosum, like the verse, lift up the tribes of Israel in the accounting to their skull. V'chin Perush HaMagid L'Beis Yosef, and so to the Magid explain to the Beis Yosef Yichud de Knesset Yisrael B'Bina Shechinta Ilah, that it's the union of the souls of Israel in Bina, the higher Shechina, even though in other places it explains that Shechinta Ilah refers to Bina. It's the Kala as it's Kala. But over here it seems the Knesset is the Shechinta Ilah is the Knesset Yisrael in Malchus. When we explained how Shavuos is called the day of Bikurim, through their Anpin getting its crown from Chochma Bina and Arich and Atik. So that's also Bikurim. Like we said here, it's going up to Bina and even higher. And that's why prayer now is in the place of Bikurim, like it's brought in Medrash Tanchuma, that it's connected the Avos.